Hey, ladies. How is everyone? I'm feeling like this is a very awkward angle. But I can't remember if we decided on 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock for our trainings. You guys let me know if 8 o'clock is not a good time for you. And next week I can do it at 9, but I was already in here because I was doing other things. I figure I might as well just go ahead and pop on. So I'm not sure if anybody's gonna hop onto this video. If you don't, that's totally fine. You can catch the replay. But I'm not gonna make this really lengthy and crazy, but I did wanna go through really quickly just some differences between sharing versus selling, because I think that it's really important to know the difference and know that here at Limelight by Alcone, we are really trying to break that stereotype with direct sales people being super spammy and salesy and pushy and whatever. That is not what our CEOs had in mind. Hey Meredith, hey Kaylin. That is not what our CEOs had in mind when they created Limelight by Alcone. They wanted to make it very personable, very non-spammy. Really and truly, if you guys don't know, the reason that we have the direct sales business model, hey Jessica, that we do with Limelight by Alcone is because Alcone Co. had been providing professional makeup and tools and stuff to makeup artists all over the country. And what they were doing was they were doing people's makeup, going wherever, and their clients were going, where did you get these products from? And the makeup artists were referring them back to Alcone Co. to purchase the products. So what they wanted to do was give those makeup artists a way to be compensated for their referrals. And what they ended up with was a direct sales business model. So you didn't see at the very start of this, before it even actually became a thing, what they were seeing was makeup artists just sharing what they love with their clients, and their clients expressing an interest in the products. They weren't sitting there as professional makeup artists putting Limelight by Alcone, or not Limelight by Alcone, but putting whatever product on their client and being like, oh my God, this is $20. You should totally buy this, girl. It looks so awesome on you. Like, no, they were just putting it on their clients, their customers, whatever. Their customers fell in love. They were just sharing their love for the product with other people, and in turn those people were wanting the products and they were chasing after where they could purchase them. In our CMA, the foundation that a lot of makeup artists use, which we finally get to give the public access to through Limelight by Alcone, a lot of people couldn't even purchase that. Like, it wasn't available to the everyday consumer up until recently. So just a little background story, but just so you guys know kind of where we're rooted, we did not start as a direct sales company. I hate to name names, but because we're in the privacy of this group and it's just our little team here. For example, companies like Unique, and some of you may have come from Unique, and I have nothing against Unique at all. But just to show you comparatively, companies like Unique and other direct sales companies, a lot of those developed their products and all of that stuff specifically for the purpose of becoming a direct sales company. We at Limelight by Alcone are not that way. Our products came first. They were amazing. They were tried and true and tested with makeup artists all over the country. They were loved already by tons of people all over the place. And we literally took the best of the best from different companies and then created the best of the best for ourselves. Our blushes are created by Limelight. A couple of our other products are created by us. So we have that kind of unique aspect as well, but we've literally taken the best of the best from different professional companies and put them all together in Limelight by Alcone, made them available to the everyday consumer at a reasonable price. So that, we didn't create a product just because we wanted to sell it. They were already kind of products that people loved, and they were amazing products, and we ended up just by chance, because our CEOs wanted a way to kind of reward people for referring customers and whatever to Alcone Co. We just ended up with this business model. So now that I've rambled on about that, sharing versus selling. So there's a lot of things, and I know if you came from another direct sales company, some of this is so hard grain drilled into your brain. It's old habits die hard, it's hard to break. But I want you to get in the habit of not thinking like a salesperson and thinking like, these are some of my favorite products and I want to go tell my best friend about it, my friends about it, whatever. I'm gonna go tell the world how amazing these products are. Because a lot of you started as customers, you fell in love with the products, and here you are, right? Because you were like, well, I'm gonna wanna tell everybody about this, so why not get paid for it? Hello? So when I say sharing versus selling, when you're making when you're making posts on your personal page, you should not be putting up graphics with, $20 slapped on there and a picture of the mascara, or a picture of you with the mascara and you're like, buy yours now, it's $20. No, please don't do any of that. That is super, super salesy. People get turned off by that. Even posting your link. Like if you go through my page, you do not see my link posted in all of my pictures, in any of my videos. Some people, there's a way when you go live, if you comment on your own live video, you can pin a post to the top. Some people will pin their link to the top. You guys, if people are interested in something, they're going to find a way to get it. They're going to reach out to you. They're going to look on your page. They're going to message you, text you, comment on your post, whatever, and ask you if they're interested. When you are constantly spamming your network with your link, even though you're not spamming them with super spammy graphics or whatever, if you're posting your link constantly, people feel pressured, and that instantly gives people the vibe like, oh, she's trying to sell something. So yeah, we're trying to sell something at the end of the day, but ultimately you want to be sharing products that you love, and people are going to be interested. They just are. It's in their nature. And some of us do this anyways. Like, I don't know how many of you have taken a selfie with your favorite outfit and been like, oh my God, this dress is bomb. Or you take a picture with your favorite lipstick. You're like, I just got this lipstick from MAC or wherever, and you're like, it is amazeballs. You're not making commissions off of that, hello, but you're sharing it. And people are gonna go buy that lipstick, and they're gonna ask you where you got that romper or that dress or that outfit, and they're gonna wanna go there and they're gonna wanna get it. That's exactly how this works, you guys. Share, a picture of your contour and highlight and be like, I am living for this contour and highlight right now. Do a live video, show people how to do things, show people how to get a really simple eye look, show people how to apply our mascara, show people how to do this. But during the video, do not say, you guys all need to buy this right now, go to my link, it's blah, 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 however much. Don't do that. Please don't do that. I really think that that's kind of it. Like, just don't, and it helps. You can't really share something that you love with people if you're not using it yourself, or if they don't ever see you using the product. The number one way that you're going to attract people to wanting your products is by sharing with your network that you are wearing them. Share pictures of you. Do videos of you. It's fine when you're first getting started to borrow other people's pictures and stuff like that and use those, but once you have the products and you are able, you need to be taking pictures of yourself, doing live videos, doing fast videos, and all that stuff. Your network needs to see it on you, because ultimately they are buying from you. They are not buying from Limelight by Outcome. Okay, remember, people are not buying from a company, they're buying from a person. And with the whole sharing versus selling thing, I think customer service is big and relationships are big, because you go into Sephora, you meet a nice girl, maybe she's helpful, maybe she's not at helping you find the products that you need. I've had both experiences. Raise your hand if you know what I'm talking about. But hey babe, but you go in there, whatever, you buy the product, you leave. You don't ever see that girl again, talk to her, have a relationship with her, right? It's a very cut and dry sales deal. You go in there, you find the product that you need, maybe they helped you, maybe they didn't, you purchase it and you're gone. That is not what we are going for here. You want to create long-lasting relationships with your customers. That's going to come from relationship building, staying in contact with your customers, and it's going to come from great customer service. If you started as my customer, you know this. I go above and beyond for my customers, because at the end of the day, if they have a good experience with me, they like the advice that I'm giving them, and they don't feel like I'm just trying to sell them on every product because I'm trying to make a sale, and I really am trying to recommend what I think would suit them best and being honest in my approach about that. People are going to be drawn to that authenticity. People are going to keep coming back to you. If you make it a cut and dry sales deal, 9 times out of 10, I can guarantee you they won't come back. I can guarantee you. People go to Sephora because they have to. People don't have to buy from you. They're going to buy from you and keep coming back if they have a good relationship with you, if they built a rapport with you, if they feel like they can trust you and that you're being honest and authentic, and if you've provided great customer service that makes them want to come back. Okay, customer service is huge, huge. And it goes without saying, because you run your own business, yes and amen, you should have good customer service, oh my goodness. But You want to make sure you're going above and beyond for your customers. We all have those annoying customers that nag and nag and nag, and they're a pain in our butt, but you know what? You just smile and answer their questions and do what they ask, because this is a business and customer service matters. And you don't want to be that person that makes a bad name for yourself because you go off on a customer for being annoying or whatever, and all of a sudden they're blasting you all over social media and they're telling people not to buy from you. That's bad. Hey Brittany, hey Taylor. So I think that was really all I had for you guys, but I just wanted to kind of hop on and explain some of the differences and why we're rooted so heavily in the whole sharing versus selling thing. It's just, that's where our roots are. That's how we started this business. That's kind of what the thought process was when they developed this business model of Limelight by Alcone. And honestly and truly, you should not have to be shoving the products down people's throats. If they get their hands on something and they have a good experience and they love the products, they will come back. And that's not to say that, like Sam did a video last week on upselling, that's not to say that you can't recommend products and that you shouldn't be, telling people, oh, you're fine, Taylor, you can watch the beginning when I'm off, it doesn't matter. But I'm not offended if you guys don't get on here, because I know some of you have kiddos and like this time of day or evening is probably a little wacky for some of you. And then like Jessica's on a different time zone. So I'm sorry if this is like an odd time. This just happens to be what works for me. 8 o'clock. I don't know. We can do 9 if that works for you guys better. Just let me know. But in summary, when you are posting to your personal page, and here's another thing. I see a lot of people do it, and I think that there's like, for a lot of people, yeah, oh my God, please, for the love of God, do not be those people that are in those kiosks that you pass at the mall, and they're like, buy this, try this, try this, try this, when you're walking by, and you're like, oh my God, don't touch me, like, well, leave me alone. Don't be that person, oh my gosh. That was a good analogy, Jessica, that was a good analogy. But, what was I saying? I can't remember if somebody helped me. This always happens to me. I get so off track. This is why I tell you guys, if you get sidetracked, don't look at comments. I only look at the comments during my personal live videos if I like really know I'm not going to get sidetracked by it, but I can't remember what I was talking about. But, what was I saying? I can't remember. But anyways, just to wrap up kind of what I was saying, when you're posting on your page, oh, this is what I was getting at. Hey Sam, when you're posting on your personal page, like, yeah, we all have VIP pages, and you can kind of like blast everything Limelight that you want in your VIP page, because hopefully everybody that's in there has asked to be there, and you guys aren't just like randomly adding people, and they're gonna get mad about that because everybody hates being added to groups. Unless it's like your good friend and you know for sure that they want to be there. It's not like a no-no for our company, but I just prefer not to add people to my group that don't want to be there, because then I don't want to be that annoying girl that's added somebody to my group that doesn't want to be there, and then they're seeing my posts and they're annoyed. I'd rather people like come to me, express an interest in me, etc. And can I just tell you, I have literally never reached out to somebody and said, hey girl, you should buy this. This, like, our mascara is amazing, you should totally try it. Or, hey, have you seen anything on my website or on my videos? I've noticed that you've been liking my stuff. Don't do that. People will start being afraid to comment on your stuff and like your pictures and videos if they feel like the second they do that, you're gonna like reach out to them and try and sell them something. Don't be that person. Our products speak for themselves. If people are interested, which they will be, and I know some of you guys get discouraged because things are a little slow when you start out. Y'all, my journey started so slow. Like, if Taylor's on this video, she will tell you, I joined and I was super excited, and I was like, oh my God, I have the best network for this. Like, my roar girls that want makeup, like my pageant girls that want makeup, blah, 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 blah. None of those people are my customers, not a single one of them, okay? But I like got really discouraged because nobody was interested, and I was like, well, why is nobody interested? Like, it's makeup, come on, I have like the perfect network for makeup lovers. And over time, people were watching, and people like to be anonymous on Facebook. They really do. So people will sit and they'll watch and they'll watch and they'll watch and they'll watch, and then finally they'll have the courage to reach out to you. Or finally they'll just go to your website and purchase something. But some people like to stay anonymous, and they'll keep watching you. That's why I say all the time, it's super important for you to stay consistent, because a lot of people out there are waiting, for you to fail. They're waiting for you to quit. They're trying to see, is this real, or is this just a company that she's jumped into and it's not going to last long? That's like the sad truth, but people hate seeing other people succeed sometimes, and they watch you jump into something that you're so excited about, and they literally sit by and they wait for you to stop. They wait for you to fail. They wait for you to quit. Do not give them that satisfaction. Do not. Stay consistent. People will start to take you seriously when you show up for your business every day and you're consistent in your business. And then once people realize that you're here to stay, they're going to start watching your videos and becoming interested in the products. They'll maybe dip their toes, get, a product, a mascara, and then they'll come back and want other things, or they'll try a bunch of stuff and then they'll be like, all right, I love this stuff, I need to sell it, and they'll join your team. Like, you have to keep that rapport with people. You have to be building relationships. This is not a cut and dry sale. So make sure that you're not treating this business like a cut and dry sale. You are not in this, I don't ever want my customers to feel like they are just contributing to my paycheck. I want it to be a mutually beneficial relationship. Yes, their support is contributing to my paycheck, but I want to give them something back. I want to make sure I'm giving them valuable advice on the best colors, whether it be, I've had a lot of people be like, your tutorials are so helpful. You guys, I'm not doing rocket science in my videos. I'm literally showing them like simple looks. There's so many people out there that don't know the basics. There's so many people out there and they need help. Show the basics, do little things. You don't have to sell the products. Get on there and demo the products, show them how they work. Don't share your link. Don't post graphics with, the price on there. Don't overshare other people's graphics or oversharing corporate graphics. People want to see the products on you. They want to see you using the products. And please, 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 if I say this once, I will say it a bazillion times to you guys until it stops on this team. It happens everywhere. It's not just this team, but I really want us to kind of put an end to this for ourselves. But please stop copying and pasting people's hard work. People work really hard on their graphics, and I'm not just saying this about like me personally. I've seen it happen with other people on the team. Our team's getting bigger. It is so easy to download WordSwag and create your own quick graphic. If I have time to do it with a full-time job, you guys absolutely have time to do it. Okay, and I know a lot of you are moms, a lot of you are, you have jobs, you're in school, whatever. You can make time. I will use my lunch and go on WordSwag really fast for 5 minutes and create a graphic. It's very easy to do. You are welcome to use ideas and get ideas from people. Absolutely. Every idea I've had for a video or a post, you can bet your bottom dollar I have not come up with that in my own noggin. Like, a lot of stuff, I get these ideas from other people, but it's the way that you execute it. It needs to be unique to you, and your network knows when you're not being you. And this is what happens. The way Facebook operates, say I create a graphic and I write like a post or whatever, and Sam copies and pastes my graphic and my post, and she posts it, and somebody else copies and pastes it from her and posts the same thing, and this keeps happening, right? Facebook, after a little bit, is going to be like, we've seen enough of that in our timeline, so people aren't going to see it, and then it's going to get marked as spam. And then guess what? I can guarantee you that a bunch of us have the same people in our network. I can guarantee you there's a lot of people who have multiple Limelight girls in their friends list and in their timeline, that there's like a gnat in here, and they're seeing their stuff. If you guys keep copying and pasting and they're seeing it from multiple people, they're going to think that that's spammy and salesy, because that's what other companies do. And then you know what the sad part is? It completely negates the creativity of the original person who posted it, because now it's everywhere. So their hard work that went into that graphic and that post is completely null and void, because now everybody has it on their timeline. Nobody knows where it originated, and now it's not even original because everybody has it. So please, please, please be unique in your execution of ideas. Borrow ideas, get ideas from people. I follow a lot of leaders in this company, and I get some amazing ideas for videos, but I make sure that I execute it in a way that is unique to me, because my network knows me. If I start posting all this stuff with like this lingo and whatever that's not me, people know. You think that they would not, but people know, and they can see through when you're not being authentic in your posts. So make sure that you are being authentic in your posts and in your videos. You guys, I'm going to do a video next week on like creating your brand. And we can talk a little bit more about this, but you want to make sure that people know that this is coming from you. You know what I'm saying? That these posts are coming from you and that you really are being honest in your opinion about these products. If you find, which I have yet to do, and that's my honest to God opinion, but if you try a product of ours that you don't really care for, you don't have to say you love it. Like Christina Hernandez will get on there and be like, I'm using my Chanel whatever because I like it better than ours, or because we don't have one yet, or whatever. Like, there's no shame. You can use other products from other companies. I wouldn't like highlight them, but I always use my MAC paint pot. I use it in every single video. I love this as an eyeshadow primer. It's my absolute favorite. Everything else I use is basically Limelight. That's because I really do like love it all, and some of you are probably on that level with me. But if you don't like our concealer, or you don't like our powder, or you don't like our bronzer, or something, if you don't like something, use something else that you like. People will like seeing a little bit of variety because it makes it feel more honest. You know what I'm saying? Like, not everybody is going to love every single thing Limelight. They're just not. So if you have something else that you love and you want to use it in your video, I wouldn't draw specific attention to it and be like, hey, this is my whatever, I got it at Sephora for $22. Like, I wouldn't draw attention to it, but use it. Like, okay, well, now I'm using my MAC paint pot to prime my eyes, whatever. Mention it casually in your video. There's nothing wrong with that. And you can do live videos on other things. Like, I did a Rocks Box live video. I just ordered a Stitch Fix box. It's kind of like Rocks Box, but it's closed. I'm going to do a video on that. Coming up here soon, I'm going to do a video on knowing your worth, because I felt that kind of really heavy on my heart lately, and I want to share with my network. But don't be afraid to get on and do live videos that aren't makeup videos. You don't have to be limelight all the time. People are going to get turned off by that. You guys' lives consist of more than just that, right? You have kids, a lot of you have jobs, you have hobbies, other things. Your timeline should be 80% lifestyle, you know, motivation, kids, pets, whatever, faith, and then like 20% limelight. Like, I try to post 3 times a day. I have to be really, like, my mind has to be really set on it, because I wasn't an avid I was not an avid Facebook poster prior to joining Limelight by Alcon. I really had to kind of train my brain to post often on there, because when I would get on, I would just post Limelight stuff, because that's really all I had to post on Facebook. I was much more like an Instagram gal, and now the tables have kind of switched. I hardly ever post on Instagram, and I try and be more diligent about posting on Facebook. But because I use Facebook for my business, I try to make sure if I'm posting 3 times a day that one of them is personal, one of them is motivational, like a quote or something. People love that stuff. And one of them is Limelight. So the rule of 3s, if you guys can remember anything, try and just remember that, that you don't want to be like all Limelight on your page. People are going to scroll through. They want to see you. They want to see like what you do. You know, people shouldn't hear Kalli Corley and be like, oh, that's that Limelight girl. Like, I want them to see Kalli Corley and then be like, oh, this girl used to be a dancer. You know, her husband's in the Marine Corps. Whatever, different things, like she graduated from UF. Like, I want them to know she has a cat. Like, I mean, my life's not that exciting. You guys probably have more exciting things going on. But I don't want people to think my name and immediately be like, oh, she's that Limelight girl. Like, people should be like, oh, that's so-and-so, and she loves makeup, and her daughter is adorable, and blah, 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 and she likes this, and she likes that. Share with them other things besides Limelight. End rant. Mic drop. No, I'm just kidding. But I think that was it. I probably just rambled and got all off topic, and that's what happens to me when I think it's all in here and I don't write it down on paper. The biggest lie I tell myself is I will remember that later. Should always write things down. Yep. So this is kind of a funny analogy, but when I started competing in the Miss America system, and even when I joined the Roar, we had to clean up our Facebooks. And I never was that girl that posted any pictures of me like being crazy. I've never used foul language on Facebook, just as a general rule to myself. That's how I was raised. I just have never done it. But if you're that girl, there's certain commitments that you're going to make in your life. Like, for me, it was being a part of the Miss America system, being a part of the Roar. You have to make sure that your social media is clean. If you're going to be on this team, I want you to make sure that your Facebook, your social media in general, that it's clean. I don't care. Everybody has a past, and that's fine. But right now, right here and now, you represent our team. You represent yourself. You represent Limelight by Alcon. Make sure that you're not posting a bunch of negative things all over your timeline, that you're not, you know, like we're all of drinking age, or most of us are. You can go out and have drinks with your friends, but please do not be like pass out on the toilet and posting a picture. I'm not saying that any of you girls are doing this. I'm just saying, like, in general, please keep your Facebook clean. Think of it as your storefront for your business, right? We market our business on our Facebook pages, on our social media. If you have a YouTube channel, you're sending people back to your Facebook. A lot of us also use Instagram. So if you're using those social media channels and people are going to associate your name and they're going to search for you and they're going to find you, what they see on there needs to attract them to you, okay? Your vibe attracts your tribe, all right? And as we continue to grow as a company, and you guys are really, really in a great place because we're still very ground floor, but as we continue to grow, more and more people are going to become Limelight by Outcome beauty guides, and people are going to have more and more options of where they can purchase their makeup and skincare, right? So this gets tied in with customer service as well. But for somebody that's new, like first time purchasing Limelight, and they see a video of yours and they go to your page and they see your page and they're just turned off by what they see, and they're going to be like, oh no, I'm not buying from her. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate to sound that harsh, but sometimes that's what happens. If you have a bunch of nasty and negative stuff on your page, it turns people off. They come to your page and they're like, I'm gonna go buy from this girl instead because her stuff is clean and she's not cursing and being wild on her page. And as much as that sounds crazy, remember I said earlier in this video, people buy from people, not from the company. So you want to make sure that you're presenting yourself in a way that's going to attract people to you. So that was a good point. And with negativity, you guys, I get it. Believe me, if you've just joined, you have no idea what like Sam and Kaylee and I went through when, and some of the rest of you joined kind of in the beginning-ish too, with all of our like crazy out of stock and back orders and stuff like that. I can guarantee you I probably would have had a different outcome in my business if my attitude was negative about those things. So yeah, we're still dealing with some out of stock stuff and things like that, but make sure that your attitude isn't, you know, hurting your business. You can be upset and vent to your husband, vent to your boyfriend, vent to your best friend, vent. Well, don't vent in our team page or our team chat because I don't like that negativity to kind of surround and encompass our team. That's really bad for team morale. But vent to people that you're close with, like whatever, get it out. But do not let your customers see that, okay? You need to find the positive in every situation. You run a business and your network can see through you, okay? If you're being super negative and whatever, my goodness, that's just gonna rub off. You guys know what I'm saying? Like, have you ever walked by somebody and you like smiled at them and they were like grumpy, and then all of a sudden you like were in a bad attitude because you're like, oh, well, they didn't smile back at me. It like rubs off on people. Like, positivity is contagious. Negativity is even more contagious. So make sure that you're finding the positive in everything. I know sometimes it sucks. Sometimes it does suck. When the color that you want to sell a customer is out of stock or whatever, send them a sample in the meantime so they can make sure that it's the right color for them. That way when it does come back in stock, they're excited and they know it's going to work. I'm here to help you guys if you have a dilemma with a customer and you're like, she's upset about this, what do I do? But please, please, please do not start falling in that cycle of negativity. You're really, really just adding to the problem for yourself. And I promise you that it is going to be okay. Nobody has ever died from an item being out of stock. You guys will be okay. Just be positive in your business. And I promise you, what you put out in the universe, that positivity and stuff like that, the universe is going to give it right back to you. We've talked about this multiple times, but it's the law of attraction, okay? And attraction marketing, everybody hears people say that, but do you guys really know what that means? Because I didn't for the longest time, and I finally just learned what attraction marketing means. But essentially, it's just like a fancy word for sharing yourself with people and sharing your interests with people so that they become attracted to you. They want to learn more about you. They like you. And like, you're not going to be everybody's cup of tea. Some people probably think that I'm annoying on my videos, and I don't care. I'm not for everybody. Obviously, I like amp up the energy in my videos to keep people entertained, and I'm not always just like squealy and annoying, but you're not going to be for everybody, and that's fine. But as long as you're being you, it shouldn't matter, okay? You guys know your worth, know where your worth is rooted. It's not rooted in somebody's opinion of you. It's It's not rooted in your rank in this company. Your worth is rooted in the Lord. And I want you guys to remember that. So don't let anybody ever ruin your self-confidence, tell you that you can't do something. You be you. Be positive, be consistent, and I promise you the universe and this company are going to give those things right back to you. And don't be salesy or spammy, because we don't like that. And that's what this whole video was supposed to be about, but I just went on a rant about other things. So anyways, per the usual, this was supposed to be a short video, and it has turned into a much longer video. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and pop them on really fast, but I love you all so much. This team is amazing, and I want to make sure all of you are successful. So sometimes it's tough love, and you guys might not like me for saying some of the things that I say to you, but like I said, I want you to be successful. I'm not in the business of having you girls join this team and not succeed, okay? The only way that you will not succeed in this business is if you quit. So if you are in this and you are committed, I promise you, you will see some of your goals come into fruition. And honestly, sometimes the best things come to those who wait and endure. Sam's you got something? What do you have? What do you have? I'm like thinking in my head now of that, you guys know that commercial where the guy's got like the dollar on a fishing pole and he's like, I got you $1. That's what I'm thinking of right now. Sam, are you typing? What you got, girl? Oh, yeah. I've seen some of that, and I'm not naming names or anything like that because it's nobody's business and it's all been handled. But if you are new to this company, I need you to know that it is against compliance with Limelight by Alcone to post on buy-sell trade groups, Swift swap groups, beauty groups, any groups on Facebook that are not your VIP page or your personal page. It is against compliance to be posting your link on those pages and asking people to buy from you. What you can do, yeah, Craigslist, Swift Swap, oh my God, it's completely against compliance to sell our makeup on Craigslist, eBay, Amazon. None of those places, holy cow, you can absolutely not do that. But posting in buy-sell trade groups, you guys, that is like the epitome of salesy. We don't do that. Remember, our culture here is very different. We want to build relationships. You cannot possibly build a relationship with somebody by posting a buy-sell trade ad or a Swift Swap ad. Not to mention, people are so turned off by stuff like that. You guys, there are so many direct sales companies out there, and all of their models include cold messaging, posting on buy-sell trade groups, posting on Swift Swap groups, spamming people with their links, spamming people with corporate graphics with the product and the price, and they offer discounts and blah, blah, blah. You guys, if you have not seen it yet, we are so different than that, okay? Hold yourself to a higher standard. We are so different than that. Our culture is so much different than that. Don't be that person. And I will never turn you guys into compliance unless it's something really wild and crazy. I will always address it with you first, but not everybody is that nice. So there's people out there, like I said, there's people out there that are rooting for you to fail. There are guaranteed some beauty guides out there that literally troll those sites waiting for somebody to break compliance so they can turn you in. I am willing to bet money on that. That's just how people are. Some people are just like that. I don't understand why, but they are. And I would hate to see anybody on this team get turned into compliance, A, because you weren't aware that something was breaking compliance, or B, because you didn't care and you decided you were going to do it anyways. You guys, hold yourself to a higher standard. We are better than that, okay? Oh, okay. When customers ask about products, explain to them, not just post a link. Yeah, if somebody's like, hey girl, I need to know about this foundation. You're like, yeah, you can buy it here. Drops link. Don't do that. Say, hey girl, I'll message you. And then message them and be like, hey, did you have any specific questions? I'd love to help color match you, whatever. All of this, you guys are going to hear me. I sound like a broken record. But build relationships. All of these things come back to building relationships and rapport with your customers. You want to build a relationship with your customer that's going to make them want to come back and tell their friends come by with you or join their team or join your team. If they're not wanting to join your team themselves, you can bet your bottom dollar they will go tell their friend, their best friend, their mama, their cousin, their auntie, whatever, and they're going to refer them to you. You need to be that type of person to your customers, all of your customers. Don't pick favorites, okay? Try and stay in contact. You need to be following up with your customers. Hey, Taylor. There's like this weird saying in our team, but the fortune is in the follow-up. I really do believe that. And I have a lot of my customers that as soon as they get their package from me, they follow up with me, and that's great. But if I don't hear from somebody, I am absolutely reaching out to them. Hey girl, how are you loving your mascara? Or how are you loving this? Or, you know, how are you liking your skincare? Blah, blah, blah. Follow up with people, because sometimes people are too, I don't know, shy or whatever to follow up with you. Or if they don't notice that you're kind of, some people like literally just set you up to fail. I don't know why, but I've bought from people and they've never followed up with me or anything like that, and I'm like, I probably won't buy from them again. Like, nothing they did wrong, but I'm like, I don't really have a relationship. I really don't have like a reason to support them. I don't know. So follow up with people. The fortune is in the follow-up. I don't really know what that means, but it sounds cool. No, I'm just kidding. Honestly, when you follow up with people, 9 times out of 10, they're going to be like, oh, I want something. I want this and this and this, or yeah, girl, this isn't working for me. And then your customer service comes into play. You can fix it for them, and then they're going to keep coming back because they got a great experience. So, yes. Oh, what I was going to say earlier about posting in pages. Brooke and a couple of other girls and myself are in this group called the Beauty Room. It's like an awesome little beauty page. You will never, ever, 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 ever see me post my link in there. A, because it's against their group rules, and B, because it's spammy. Remember, we just talked about this. But what you can do is if somebody posts on a page and they're like, which I try to limit this because I feel like sometimes it's still a little whatever, and I only do it if I honestly and truly feel like the product will help them or that they will love it, okay? Don't just go posting that your product is the solution to everything, because it's not. Our products are amazing, but they're not the solution to everything, okay? So if somebody posts like, hey, I'm having really bad issues with rosacea, who can recommend a great product? And you're like, Limelight by Alcone's 40 Cure Cream. That is all you post. That's all you post. Don't say, message me if you're interested. Don't post your link. You can literally just suggest the product to people on pages like that. Literally all you need to write is Limelight by Alcone 40 Cure Cream. If they are interested, they will reach out to you, okay? If they are interested, they will reach out to you. If they are not, they are not. We're not shoving products down people's throats, okay? We're not getting on there and begging people to buy. You guys, our products are better than that. You are better than that. You do not need to be begging people for sales. Christina Hernandez will tell you she has not begged a single person for a sale. Not a single person. But she's consistent and she goes live and she shows up for her business, and over time people are interested. And I don't say this to brag or anything like that, because I've had my fair share of hard months, and I don't think I finished telling you guys the story about when I first started being really discouraged. I think I started it, but whatever, I thought I had the great network, whatever, and I ended up not seeing a lot of support. I sold one enduring lip color, a $20 item. That was it for like my first 2 weeks. I think it was like in the last week of my 40 days, I finally like started generating a ton of sales, and I double promoted. And it was the craziest thing. But if Taylor's still on here, she can tell you, I was messaging her and I was like, girl, I am so like discouraged. Like, I thought this was going to be awesome, and it's just like not, like people aren't interested. I don't know what I'm doing. Some of you guys are like that, and you hear me keep saying, be consistent, be consistent, be consistent. And you're like, well, that's not really good advice. But I promise you that it is. And I have already sold $1,200 makeup this month, $1,200 on the 12th of the month. This has been the best month for me sales-wise. And do you want to know why? It's because a month ago, not even a full month ago, I don't think. Well, maybe it's been a full like 4 weeks. I set myself on a schedule, and I go live Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday without fail. Sometimes I do a fast video in the week. I try and post every day and whatever, and I'm consistent in my lives. If you are not going live, your business will not thrive. That is the truth of the matter. Lives are the best thing that ever happened to direct sales companies. The best thing that ever happened to direct sales companies. It gives you so much visibility, and people love seeing you use the products. They want to see how to use it. I'm a skeptic. If I see somebody post like a foundation or whatever, or see a product, I'm like, I want to see it in action. I want to see somebody put it on. I want to see how it wears throughout the day. I want to see if it comes off on their hand. I want to see if it smudges, if it's claiming to be smudge proof. I want to see all of those things. I want to see it demoed on a real human being that I can see and interact with. And people love interacting with you. If you guys need to know about live videos, there's a training down there somewhere all about live videos. But the reason that I'm seeing such a spike in my sales is because I have consistently generated interest with people by going live 3 times a week and being consistent in that schedule. You guys, set yourself on a schedule. Be consistent. I know some of you like to pop on live like when you can, and I used to do that just like when I can, and then I would make all sorts of excuses for myself as to why I didn't need to go live on that day, and I would end up going live like once a week. That's just not enough. You guys need to be consistent for your network. I will say the word consistent probably 1 billion times, but it's worked for me. And that's why I give you guys that advice, is to be consistent, go live. Your lives do not have to be 30 minutes. They don't have to be get ready with me's. Please don't do get ready with me's every day. Hour-long videos, people will not do. Let your videos be short-winded. Get on there for 10 minutes, show them how to do a wing liner. Come on with half your face done and do the other half. Try to keep your videos 30 minutes or less. The shorter the better, because people will watch them. They'll stay on longer. And if you can break them up into tiny little pieces, people will be more interested. And the more you show the products, the more people will be watching and waiting. You're going to show the foundation video one time. They're going to be like, ah, you're going to show it again. You're going to show it again. And then finally, you're going to be like, oh my God, I have to try this foundation. So you can do 1 billion foundation videos. The first time you do it, like, all those people might have missed it. They might catch it the second time. And so on and so forth, with eyeshadows, with your eyebrows, with lips, with whatever. But do live videos. It has been amazing for my sales. I got on the other night and I did a video on the teen collection, like showing, I literally took all my stuff out of my little black box, put it in like the palettes that would come in the teen collection, and I used just that plus mascara, the finishing spray, and my Blunderful, and I called those just great add-ons for people. And I just showed them how to make the most of the teen collection. And I had 2 people buy the teen collection. That is $228 in sales that I got from one live video. So you guys, be creative in your live videos. Be consistent in your live videos. Go live. If anything else during the week, go live, okay? If you have a choice between doing a fast video and going live, always choose to go live. But I know some of you have little ones, and sometimes your little ones are ornery and they're just not going to cooperate. Do a fast video, because in the Facebook algorithm world, it goes live videos, fast videos, photos, like word posts. So you want to get the most visibility in your posts. That's how people are going to see you. That's how they're going to interact with you. You need to start going live. If you don't go live now, I promise you, if you consistently go live for the next month, you are going to start seeing a drastic change in your business. You really will. And some of you know what I'm talking about, but I've just experienced it firsthand, and I really wish I kicked myself in the butt as to why I wasn't doing this sooner, because my sales are so much better because I've generated more of an interest. Yeah. Okay, anybody else have anything that you would like for me to add? This has turned into like a really long video. I'm so sorry, you guys. But as we were around here, I kind of felt like I needed to talk about more things. Anybody? Sam, you got anything else, girl? I think we covered everything. I just, you guys have to get out of that mindset. I really want you to just be sharing things that you love. Like, make it no pressure. I mean, yeah, we have goals that we want to crush and whatever. And there's ways that you can do that. But don't be cold messaging people, posting on sites, posting the price, all that nonsense. Don't do that. We are not about that life here. We are trying to break the stigma that surrounds direct marketing. Don't become the stigma, okay? Alrighty, I love you guys tons and tons. I've actually had to pee for like the last 10 minutes, so I gotta go for reals now. But I love you all, and I'm always here for you. Please, please, please reach out to me if you need anything. Even if you're not on my direct front line, you guys, I'm here for every single one of you, and I hope that you all know that. So please reach out to me. I'm not gonna think it's weird. I will get back to you as quickly as humanly possible between my full-time job and other things. But please, please, please reach out if you need help with something. And that is all. I will see you guys. Well, I'm always in the chat with you guys when I can be, but I will see you guys for training next Monday. Next Monday I'm gonna do a training on how to create your brand. I think that would be a good one for you guys, but if there's something more pressing that you feel like you need, let me know, and I can do that instead. So just let me know what you guys need. I don't want to do trainings just to do them. I want to do stuff that, you know, kind of addresses the needs of the team. So y'all let me know, and I love you so much, and I'm going to say that a billion times because I just love you guys so much. But have a great night, and I will talk to you all soon. Bye.